Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directive. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And before I turn on the camera, I started itching all over the place, so Spirit is here. So I'm dying to see what's up. I mean, Spirit's always here, but when this happens, it's because something big's coming. All right, so let's talk about this week coming up. September 23rd through the 29th. It is a very large week. Lots of things happening. We've got the sun moving into Libra. Hello, relationship emphasis, because we also have the moon in Libra, new moon in Libra happening on Saturday. And so we also have the change of season, the equinox happening. So I made a series of videos. They will be released on Monday. They are for purchase. $1.99. You can purchase it for your sun, your moon, your rising. You can purchase one for, if you want to know what's going on with someone else, but they're going to extend out over the next 6 months. Ooh, Scorpio, lots happening here. Over the next 6 months. So if you want to know how the change of the seasons are going to affect you, because we just came off of all that eclipse energy and those moons, and you, Scorpio, you guys, wow, you've had such a season. So, wow. This is, okay, so I was checking in on chakras to see where you were, and we pretty much have all the chakras represented here, so lots of stuff going on. Let's see what we have here. So we have shelter, safety, nurturing, and warmth. There is a need to feel safe and secure in your home environment. So, but this doesn't feel like, I mean, it could be, if you're in an abusive situation, then get some help and get out, right? There's help available, right? This feels like the need to feel loved. And the need to feel loved comes from the need to love yourself, right? We've been talking about that all year. And then we have no sacral chakra. What? That's kind of cool. So you're starting to feel a little more secure. At least it's not being emphasized right now on your self-esteem, self-value, self-worth. So maybe you figured that out, and so now it's about finding that relationship that works for you, that also reflects back to you what you're going to reflect out into the world, because that's how that works. But we do have self-esteem showing up here. Confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride in the solar plexus. And so you're working there, but we've moved up out of the sacral chakra, which is about the, oh, you're getting there. You're getting there, but I can see that you're still working on it. Okay, so they're like, step into your power. Look how just the confidence and letting it just flow through you, and understand that you are worth it. And so now you have free will, willpower to change. You have a choice. You need to choose you. You need to choose you. You need to choose your love yourself. You need to choose only nurturing relationships. I don't know if I told you this, but recently I've heard this saying, and it just keeps sticking in my mind. Relationships, they either nurture you or they deplete you. So choose nurturing relationships and start by choosing to nurture yourself, right? Doing what's right for you. And then we have the heart chakra, emotional balance, stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. You're getting there. You are getting there. Throat chakra is not represented. So maybe it's not necessary for you to express yourself at this time. Maybe you need to keep doing the inner work and keep working toward this and healing your heart and loving yourself and getting ready, because it's time to open up that third eye and start seeing things from a new perspective, the truth and the clarity, the knowledge, and being present in the moment. Awareness, attention, reality, and connection. And so taking a look around and seeing what's really going on around you, and viewing things from a different perspective, a higher perspective, because this is the intuition coming in through the third eye. This is the crown chakra. This is the information being downloaded from spirit. And so, like, you'll suddenly look at something and go, oh, I didn't recognize that before. That awareness is being divinely handed to you, and it might be coming in your dreams. So when I see this card, it says messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. Definitely seems like information is being downloaded to you in your dreams. Be present where you are. And also, I want to say, what do you want? What are your dreams, right? Because Libra season is in the 12th house for you. So this is your hopes, your goals, your dreams. What do you want? So paying attention to your dreams, really important. Keeping a dream journal this month, super important. But also your dreams for when you're awake. So being really present to yourself, like, oh, that felt good. Oh, that doesn't feel so good. I'm going to avoid situations like that. That is, you don't avoid those situations by closing and walling yourself off. You avoid those situations by when that energy is coming at you going, I'm not walking in that direction. I'm going over in this direction where it feels better, where it's more comfortable. And so selecting and choosing yourself and having the willpower to not get sucked into negative situations. It starts with loving yourself. It really does. When you love yourself, then you have the self-confidence to make the choices that are good for your heart and allow you to be present and follow your own intuition. Wow, so much. Woo! Okay, so at least yours is about relationship with yourself, which is so nice because, I mean, I did not expect to be doing relationship readings, which I guess I should have because it's Libra. But I really wasn't counting on that. So let's see what we have going on for the week. Let's see what the big deal is for the week. I don't know where I'm going to put these cards because that took up my whole stand. But we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll put them down nice and low. Down here. So we can see what's going on. Okay. Let's see. What is the big thing for the week? The overall energy for the week. I want to remind you, if this isn't resonating, to always check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. Your sun sign. It is the core of you. It's your value system. It's how you view the world. Your rising sign. It's how you interact with the world. It's how the world views you. And your moon sign. Your moon sign is how you feel and react or respond to the energy around you. Oh, okay. I was like struggling to get, oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, so where's I see this? The Five of Pentacles. This is feeling left out. With the Five of Pentacles, this is usually like there's an imbalance in, it's that poverty mindset, but it could be emotional, but it could be financial, but it is the everybody else has what I want and I can't seem to get it mindset. But you also have this Ten of Pentacles, which is where you have it all. And so I'm like, why am I getting both of these? Why are both of these coming through? Because, you know, they're such different messages. And here's why. You have the Chariot. The Chariot is moving forward in a very balanced way, but having fun in the experience of it, of keeping things in balance, of finding the joy in the life as you navigate through the obstacles. And because it represents Cancer, it's about that emotional energy to drive yourself forward, and you're a water sign, and so the emotional energy is important. But look, I mean, the sun is shining and he's having fun negotiating and working his way through, away from, I feel like you're moving away from this energy into the Ten of Pentacles. The I have it all, the true abundance of the universe, which is not just money. It is everything else. It's the joy, it's the love, it's the relationship. I mean, it's all here. We've got the dog of loyalty. We have the family gathered around. It is that family gathering at the holidays, the fireplace for the warmth. There's just so much there. And so from being left out in the cold to being in by the warm fire of the heart. And so it's going to take some balance. It's going to take some movement forward, but you're moving forward. But if the horses are moving too fast, if you were driving a chariot, right, they could stumble and trip, or he could hit a crack in the sidewalk, so you have to pay attention. This is where you have to be where you are. You need to be present, right? Be present. Be right where you are, but moving forward and allowing this beautiful healing, this emotional balance of the Chariot to override everything. So it's really beautiful. So we walk into the week with the moon in Cancer. And it's about pushing through that resistance of the disillusionments that have happened before, of looking at it from a different perspective of going, okay, well, there was a lesson in there. There was wisdom to be gained. There was knowledge. And I'm taking that as new information and using it to guide you as you move forward. So it's that pushing through the resistance of never letting anybody in again to hurt me to, okay, well, no, I actually learned stuff about me and I can use this. And not pushing yourself away. Oh, God, seriously. Okay. I really didn't like these cards. All right. So, this disillusionment, this resistance, what are you resisting? What's the disillusion? What do you have to push through? Is your sense of failure and your envy. This is 5 of Pentacles, this envy and feeling like a failure. Okay, that is what this 5 of Pentacles are. So how do you navigate this energy and get through to here? Because that was the question that you did not hear me ask, but I was asking Spirit, like, how do you handle this? How do you move from the 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles to find this emotional balance? How do you do that? And so one of them is pride. There are a couple signs that have pride today. I can't recall. I think Taurus had it, and maybe Libra, maybe Virgo, I don't know, but pride's come up a couple of times. And so, but this is taking pride in yourself and taking pride in your work. This is how do you manage this? So this is taking pride. This is stepping forward. This is believing in yourself. And then we have trust in the universe. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. I trust my intuition. Trusting what you're feeling, that inspiration that comes to you, trusting that inner voice inside of you that says, shift this way, not that, move this way, go there. That, following that information, trusting in that, and then you have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I choose to focus. Look on the light just shining on her. Choosing, I choose through humor. So the way through to navigate out of this 5 of Pentacles energy where you feel left out in the cold and all alone, the way to create the emotional balance to get to the 10 of Pentacles is through trusting the universe, pride in yourself, that's loving yourself, and humor. Finding the humor in things, like finding the joy again, finding the joy in the ride. Because you need to release. You need to surrender to the divine. You need to give over total control of your life and trust that some of this is the divine at work. Yes, you're navigating. Yes, you need to keep your emotional balance. But some of the circumstances around you, the tower moments that have come in lately where things have just crashed down and fallen all over everybody because of the eclipse season, because of those last 2 really powerful full moons that came after the eclipses, there's been a real need to, faulty structures have been falling away to allow the opportunities to build strong and sturdy new structures. And so releasing to the divine timing, releasing your negative emotions, your negative opinion about yourself, having pride in yourself, knowing you are worthy of all of this. You're worthy of the harmony. You're worthy of the love. All right, so Tuesday morning, 5:19 a.m., the moon is going to move into Leo. And for you, Scorpio, that is your 10th house of career. So, the end of the weekend, I feel it's going to be a kind of an emotional roller coaster ride. And then you're going to get into work on Monday. And that can be interesting energy. because it's at a square. And so sometimes there's that whole, how do I manage my work-life balance? But this looks good. This looks like you're making your way, because we have Vesta, which is about the home, feeling safe and secure. So maybe things at work are really going well, because we have contentment and we have redemption. So if there's a situation, but because it says home, and even though it's in your career sector, I feel like because it's in Libra, it's that work-life balance and it's a relationship balance. And so if there's a situation where things at home were kind of rough, there's some kind of redemption going on. There's an opportunity for contentment. There's an opportunity to find the emotional balance. On Thursday, the moon's going to move into Virgo, and that is the 11th house of group and group activities, and there's a negotiation that needs to take place. There is going to be some compromising, some letting go, some releasing of control over, or I want to say it almost feels like a need to forgive and let somebody move on with their life so that you can find the peace. And this might be negotiating with yourself, like, okay, I didn't do everything great in my life. I think this is almost self-forgiveness. This negotiation within yourself and believing in yourself and having the pride and not feeling like, well, I can't remember what those cards were, thank God. They're like failure or something, right? That's not the energy you want. You don't want to be left out in the cold. So loving yourself, you can't be out in the cold when you love yourself, honestly. There's a lot of contentment that comes from that. There's a lot of, wow, that just wasn't the right situation. Okay. What's next? On Friday, that moon's going to be void, of course. It's a really great time to pay attention to your dreams, on top of the fact that this whole month is a great time. So make sure that you are really tuned into any dreams that come when that moon is void, of course, going into the new moon. Like keeping a dream journal seems really important this month. So again, trusting in your power, trusting yourself, trusting and believing in yourself. It's so important. And believe in your dreams. Like, Spirit cannot tell you this enough today. Cannot tell you enough. All right, what? Oh, heal the past. This is that peace that you find when you release and let go of negative energies in your life, and you allow yourself to understand that everything was there as a lesson to help you grow, to help you to reflect out to the world what you want back. What you like about somebody is what you like about yourself. What you don't like is what you don't like about yourself. And so learning how to love the parts of you that you don't like by accepting that you didn't know better, or you didn't, you're human and you're here to learn things or whatever. And just accepting it and loving yourself in all the parts of you, the light and the shadow. That's when you can heal the past. See, on the birch bark, the reason they use it is because there's dark and there's light, but there's so much more light. There's so much more light. And now we have expansion. You have an opportunity when this moon goes into Libra to expand. Expand through your dreams, though. Expand through what it is you want. Making choices, choosing you. Expanding from the 5 of Pentacles into the 10 of Pentacles. It's expansion of the heart. Because you realize there's so much more through that keyhole. There's so much more on the other side of that door. When the moon is new in the mansion, which is the degree that it's at, it's 5 degrees and 20 minutes of Libra, that particular mansion is all about the sudden opportunity. And by sudden, I mean actually the next 6 to 18 months. So it's not like tomorrow. But the sudden opportunity to really bring in that relationship for you. So that's what this new moon is about. And new moons, the energy is 6 to 18 months to bring things. Like 6 months is like one part of the cycle, and then the 18 months should be completing part of that cycle. And so allow yourself time to keep doing this work. And there was something I thought of last night. I hope I think of it here. It has to do with the nodes. The node, Gemini. Yes, so the North Node is moving into Gemini May of next year. So that's 6 months. When that happens, for you, Scorpio, that's in your 8th house of transformation. You represent the 8th house of transformation. It is the death and the rebirth. This card is, birch tree is often the death and rebirth card also. This is the recreation. This is the big transformation. So have patience with yourself if you feel like, well, things should be going better. I should be in that 10 of Pentacles energy. You're not there yet. You still have 6 months before you get to the work of the node in Gemini, which lasts about 18 months. So this energy here, 6 months to 2 years to really transform your life from that 5 of Pentacles to that 10 of Pentacles. But it's so worth it on the other side. You're like, oh, again, I have to wait. Yes, you aren't waiting. You're doing the work. It's not wasted time. You're learning stuff. You're growing. You're making things happen beneath the surface, but you're getting there. So rejoice and laugh. Apricot is your color card. Humor. How do you navigate the energies with humor? So, yeah, it looks a little like that was so many chakras that are lit up that need some attention, right? So, find the lighter side in life. Laugh where you can. Navigate with joy. Find the joy by being present where you are without worrying too much about the past, without worrying about too much about the future, and keep loving yourself because you're doing such great work. I see it in every reading, the evolution of Scorpio this year. You guys are really making some progress, and now you're going to get a boost. That's what it feels like. It's going to be like a super-powered boost. It's like the booster rocket coming in when that North Node moves into Gemini. So you can do this. You can do this. You got this going. All right. Be sure to email me if you would like to have the readings for the equinox. I don't even remember if I told you about that. I'm doing equinox readings for the changes that are going on. And so you can, for yourself or for anyone you want, they're $1.99. So just send me your email so I can send you the link, and then you'll pay me through PayPal. And I will be out on Monday with the next month's videos for Libra season, right? Okay. You take care. We'll talk soon.